business owners didn't like workers on the corners in front of their businesses.
Y también hay algunos patrones que no pagan a los jornaleros después de trabajar un día, una semana y hasta un mes.
And there were also a lot of employers who weren't paying the workers on the streets for the work that they did for them.
Luego, después de organizarnos, tuvimos que parar las redadas, tuvimos que sentarnos con la policía y los negociantes, que al finalmente pues estuvimos de acuerdo de que ese lugar iba a ser posible buscar trabajo.
And so we took it upon ourselves to organize ourselves and to find a center where we could find work and work with the police to be able to get some new policies enforced for workers.
Y al final en el 2008 abrimos ese lugar con el esfuerzo de la comunidad, los policías y mucha gente que nos apoyó.
And finally, in 2008, the MLK Junior Worker Center was opened with the help of local police, community members, and other workers.
Con la apertura de este centro nos unimos a otras ciudades que tienen un centro de jornaleros alrededor del país.
We've also been to other day laborer centers around the country so that we could see how they work and function.
Para seguir este lugar, más tarde algún compañero va a explicar un poco la lucha actual que estamos llevando a cabo.
To keep this center open, we're going to talk a little bit later about the campaign that we're currently working on.
Yo creo que es todo. Gracias por venir y por esta celebración de Martin Luther King.
And that's pretty much everything. Thank you all so much for being here for this MLK Junior rally.
¿Se puede? ¿Se puede? ¿Se puede? Sorry to interrupt, but we're going to do a raffle, and we're going to do it publicly because there's no way. Osha, do you want to come over here and do it? Yeah, a raffle, that's the system we use here to send people to work. So everybody they have a ticket, and so the next person, who's in line, that's the person who's going to go to work. So I'm going to leave Osha to do the raffle.
Sorry, thanks. Oh, yeah. Imampur? No? David Reyes? David Reyes está? Yes, good. Right? No?
David Reyes.
José Salgado. José Valencia. Imampur.
So, Imampur, for this time we're going to write down your name, but you should answer when we call you. So there's only 3 calls. If you don't answer, then you lose your chance. For today, we will put your name on the list.
Germán 40. Sí, está ahí. Germán 40. ¿No quiere? Germán 40, último llamada. ¿Ya? ¿Sí está? Ya. Pedro Chan.
Pedro Chan.
Pablo Ramos.
Pablo Ramos. Última llamada, let's go. Pablo Ramos.
Edwin Sandoval.
Edwin Sandoval.
James Butts. James Butts. Last call, James Butts.
So will be 2 more then?
2 more. Jose Flores. Jose Flores, ¿está?
Last call, Jose Flores.
Efraín Harrison. Last one. Harrison. Eli Chino.
Eli
All right.
Chino.
Thanks for your patience.
That's it.
Is Hugo Duarte here? People come between 7:30 and 8 in the morning, and they can get their names in the raffle, and then we take out 10 people, and so it gives us an order for when employers come looking for workers. Then those who are on the list are the first to be called to go out and try and keep it equitable. And then as people get hired, we go doing raffles throughout the day to keep the list at about 10 people waiting. So that's how the raffle works. It's what the workers have decided in the monthly assemblies is the most efficient way to delegate work throughout the day. So yeah.
Paul. Where is your guitar?
Mark is going to start in about 23 minutes.
So this next one might sound a little familiar. So we actually might need a little help from the crowd on this first part. It's a chant in Spanish. So the words are, El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El
De pie cantar que vamos a triunfar. Avanzan ya banderas de unidad y tú vendrás marchando junto a mí. Y así verás tu canto y tu bandera florecer, la luz de un rojo amanecer anuncia ya la vida que vendrá. De pie luchar, el pueblo va a triunfar. Será mejor la vida que vendrá a conquistar nuestra felicidad. Y en un clamor 1000 voces de combate se alzarán, dirán, canción de libertad, con decisión la patria vencerá. Y ahora que el pueblo que se alce en la lucha, con voz de gigante, gritando adelante, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you. That's why I stopped playing.
All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the work that we do around wage theft. And so Romeo is going to come back up and talk a little bit about some of our achievements and kind of the next steps in our work around wage theft.
Bueno, otra vez, buenos días.
Again, good morning.
Estamos en esta campaña del robo de salarios desde hace 2 años.
We've been in this campaign for wage theft for the past 2 years.
Uno de los problemas más grandes que tiene el jornalero es que no recibe su pago después de trabajar una semana, un mes y hasta incluso muchos meses.
So one of the biggest problems that day laborers face is the fact that they don't get paid after a certain job, and this can happen for a month or for various months.
Hace 2 años empezamos una legislación que introducimos en Salem.
So it's been 2 years since we've introduced a piece of bill in Salem.
Que es para proteger a los trabajadores temporales.
And it's to protect temporary workers.
Y este año, en febrero, vamos a seguir empujando ese bill para que pase.
And this year, in February, we're going to continue pushing this bill so that it passes.
Porque no es justo de que un trabajador, después de haber trabajado, no recibe su pago.
Because it's just not just that when workers finish their job, that they don't get paid for the work that they do.
Y en ese día de Martin Luther King, si hablamos de justicia, es una de las luchas que nosotros tenemos como jornaleros.
And on this day, when we are honoring MLK and justice, we want to acknowledge this struggle that we are working in, because it's something that it affects us as day laborers.
Espero que nos acompañen a este bill que estamos introduciendo en febrero.
We hope that you all can join us when we go to the Capitol and fight for this bill to pass.
Les daremos las fechas más adelante. Si no están en la lista de voz, favor de apuntarse.
We'll definitely keep in touch with you to make sure that you get the information on the dates, and we're going to pass out some cards later on for you all to sign so we can get your contact information and we can follow up with you.
Ya. ¡Viva Martin Luther King! ¡Viva los jornaleros!
Viva! Great. And so this next section was also going to be another day laborer who I think did also find work today. So we're going to talk a little bit about who day laborers are and a little bit about the Worker Center in general. So raise your hand if you know what a day laborer is or who a day laborers are. Okay, great. So that's a good chunk of you. So day laborers are workers who are seeking temporary jobs, who are often transient and mobile, and so they move from city to city in search of seasonal work. And so like Romeo talked about a little bit earlier, on the street they face things like discrimination, wage theft, unhealthy working conditions, violence. And so the center really does offer a safe space for workers to be able to find work. We also have classes for folks to to learn English here, so that increases their chances of finding jobs. So the center is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2. So we're going to pass out some hire a worker pamphlet for you all so that you have the information on the center. If you ever need a worker, some of the work that they are able to do are jobs like landscaping, painting, and moving. And so please let us know if you would like to hire a worker. So we're going to have Martin come up now and talk a little bit about workers.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Martín y soy un jornalero.
Good morning, my name's Martin and I'm a day laborer.
Yo nada más quería hablar para dar las gracias.
So first and foremost, I just wanted to thank you all.
Y recordarles que este centro jornalero
and to remind you that this is a day laborer center.
Habemos personas que sabemos hacer diferentes trabajos.
And there are people here who know how to do various different jobs.
Como jardinería, mudanzas, construcción y diferentes trabajos.
Like gardening, construction, moving, and different types of jobs.
Estamos aquí desde las 7 de la mañana hasta las 2 de la tarde.
We're here from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Para si alguna persona gusta contratar nuestros servicios.
just hoping that one person will be able to contract us for the day.
Se los agradecemos mucho, ya que todos contamos con familias, con necesidades.
We're very appreciative of our family and the little things that we have available to us.
Muchas gracias a todos de nuevo.
Thank you all again. All right, so we just have a few more things here before we get started on the march. How are y'all feeling? Cold. It's cold. But the march will warm you up a little bit. So, Romeo is going to pass around these brightly colored cards. They are Save the Center campaign cards. And currently we're in the middle of this campaign called Save the Center. So we're organizing and mobilizing ourselves as workers as well as community allies to remind the city of Portland and PDC that the MLK Junior Workers Center is in need of a permanent home. So the center actually became founded as a city initiative to increase the livability of the area and decrease the number of people on the street. And we have been successful in making this happen. And so to continue our efforts and get some permanent bathroom facilities, permanent administrative facilities on this property, we would like to finally have ownership of this land. And so we need support from you all and support from people who use the center to remind the mayor that this is a day laborer center that does help the lives of jornaleros or day laborers, and that we do need permanent facilities. And so on the back of this, it says, I support a permanent home for the MLK Workers Center because, and then there's a space for you to fill in the blank there. So whatever you think you would like to say in your message of support to the mayor, and then please fill in your name and address and email so that we can follow up with you about additional information and progress on the campaign. If you wanted to just fill out the bottom, we'll put in a message also from the center ourselves. And so we're going to pass out some pens for you too if you don't have any pens, but please feel free to fill these out right now and then pass them back, or we'll come around and collect them too. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Hi everybody, how are you doing? How are you doing? I can hear you. How are you doing today? Are you ready to march? Alrighty, so we are closing the program here at VOZ, and we need to get ready to march. So here's what's going to do. You needed to listen to me because I will provide some directions, and it's very important that we all kind of follow these directions. So, here what we're going to do. We are going to march in rank and file in 3 lines, okay? So we are going to have the VOZ banners and sisters banners up the front, and I needed 3 people to hold those banners, and everybody is going to be behind those 3 people, making a line. We are going to be marching on Martin Luther King, and we are going to cross Cooch, and then from Cooch we are going to take the Burnside Bridge and walk all over and stop at the Right to Dream 2 rest area for another program there. The route is not very long, so let's not try to march too fast because then we'll be getting there too soon, okay? And we have to pass around some information of why we are marching today and why we are marching 3 lines. Basically, it's very important that, we sell march as a way to call attention to the issues that are working in our community. It's also a way to show discipline in the sense that, we are organized people. And if you are not organized, and it's hard to the victories for our communities. So let's demonstrate today that we are organized community members. So as soon the march started leaving, everybody gets on a line, hold your signs, pay attention. We are going to be having some chants, and we are trying to write up people and make sure that we are not freezing. And it's a beautiful day. The sun is here, and we have a beautiful program, sister, with live music, hot soup, hot cocoa, and we will continue with the celebration and being together to show our force of unity and to gather strength for all the work that needs to be done in order to make sure people have jobs, that will stop foreclosures, that will stop attacks on workers' rights, that will make sure that families are not being divided by an unfair immigration law, and that the only way to move forward and to reclaim back our countries is to be together, be organized, and be at the table. So here we are going to do. So I need 3 people. I need VOZ banners. Romeo? Okay. So I need 3 people to come up here, okay? And and those 3 people are going to move to the front of the gate right there.
Thank you so much.
All right, we have person for sisters and
Hi, Joe. Hello. You all bundled up? Oh, that's yes. Yeah. I need to shake.
Going out the gate. What?
Hey,
it's out the gate.
Good. Fine.
No, it's people of age out here.
okay, get it right, everybody. Get it right, Joe. Brother,
This way. Hi, Joe. Now that's going to be
I see you again, Joe.
Good seeing you all.
I'm in the back. Well, I don't know.
Favorite days. I love it.
George Carlin's